You
So
warmer?
yeah, so today, my mom finally got approved
Yeah.
for her back pay from
Wow.
PUA, which is worth about $10,000,
Wow.
which is really awesome. And when I got it myself last summer, mine was worth about $15,000.
Wow. Okay. Say the good part. Wait a minute. Like to
Oh,
hear.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were recording. I can
No,
definitely say.
no. Yeah, I am. I want to introduce you and stuff like that.
Okay,
Well,
for
it's
sure.
nice. Oh. It's nice to see you again, Michelle.
Hi. Thank you for having me again.
Oh, my pleasure. I mean, you're such a gift to us. And I want people to know that how important it is that you're, taking your time to help other people and not charging and everything. I mean, I think in life what we had the most important thing is our time. I remember reading a Roman philosopher that Jesuits made me think about. And he said, yeah, you could take everything, take my car, take my house, take all that crap. But if you're taking my time, man, that's more valuable than any of that crap I have. Yeah.
Yes, it's the
And
most important commodity, the most
exactly.
important one.
Nothing. And so that's why for you to give your time like this to help other people, I really appreciate it. And what I wanted to get across to people is that how, the pandemic unemployment insurance. I mean, if you're over 30 or 40, this is new stuff. I mean, unemployment insurance was old time stuff that your father used.
Right.
And now
Yeah,
it's different.
there's no age limit on it.
Ah,
I don't think there's any age limit. Even maybe someone who's 17 possibly could qualify if they
yeah.
were working while they were 16. So yeah, there's no age limit on it. Technically, like the only two things that would make you not eligible was if your job that you left offered you telework,
Uh-huh.
or if you were not part of the working force in 2019 at all. And you could have only made maybe $5,000 in 2019 and you'll still be eligible. And
Wow.
that can be in cash. That
Right.
can be in, like, that doesn't have to be a W-2,
Mhm.
because the PUA program is actually made for independent contractors and gig
Right.
workers
Mhm.
and people who, maybe DJs
Mhm.
who go around
Right.
to do different gigs. That's their gig thing, and there's a lot of other people who do things on a gig by gig basis. So that's what that program is essentially for. And also part-time workers.
Oh, right.
Um, yeah,
So,
part-time
so you could be
workers.
working, if your income went down and you're still working part-time, you could apply for it.
Yes. Yeah,
Right.
because you had a reduction
Right.
in your hours due to the COVID-19, and you may not get that much for your
Right.
PUA,
It's something.
but
What
the
the hell?
$300 weekly bonus is
Oh, I see. Yes.
nice.
So you could at
Yeah,
least
that's
get
what makes
that
it worth
bonus of
it.
$300. Now, the other thing you sent around a thing to members too recently about how, people who are caretakers could get this too. Like if you're taking care of somebody who has COVID or your kids at home now and they can't go to school and you have to take care of your child and
Yeah.
issues like this, you're theoretically to the pandemic, you're unemployed and you get this money.
Yeah, yeah, that is one of the reasons why you would get money from that. You would be I can't think of the word. I should know it because I use it all the time. Eligible.
I forget my wife's name like that too.
Yes, that would definitely make you eligible for the program if you're taking care of
Forgetting
kids.
my wife's name, right?
Huh?
Forgetting my
What?
wife's name will make me eligible for the program.
Wait, if
Oh, that's
what?
a bad joke, man. These are just dad jokes, You're too young. But no, I mean, that's right. I mean, and number one, to me, it seems like it doesn't cost anything to apply. So what the hell? Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't cost anything to apply. And you know what? There's like pretty much scammers over in
Yeah.
other countries that are stealing the
Yeah.
identities of people in the United States and applying for them and
Right.
pretty much taking their money. So I think if anything, people should try and apply just to make
Exactly.
sure that they're not having
Somebody
someone
else
else apply.
isn't using your information to get a check.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
definitely.
fair.
They should apply just for that reason. And it doesn't take, the application process is very, very easy. They don't even require any documents right away.
Wow. No, it's a
Um,
lot easier, all of it. But you mentioned right before we went on the air about how you helped your mother get how much?
so it would be $10,000. She's gonna get
Wow.
$10,000 in back pay from PUA.
In other
Yeah.
words, so
And,
she didn't apply a long time ago, so she decided to apply, and then they gave her money from the back months that she didn't apply?
yes, yeah. So got separated from work on March 15th when the pandemic was declared. And
Uh-huh.
she didn't know that PUA was a thing until like
I see.
mid-July. So they
Ah,
didn't pay her from March 15th until about July 15th,
I
which
see.
is 16 weeks.
Wow.
And they were all $600 weeks when they
Ah,
were doing the
I see.
$600 boost.
Wow.
So each week was worth $795. So she had 16 weeks times 795. It might be like 9,000 and like
Or whatever.
800 or
But anyway,
something, but
so let me
like,
get this straight. She got laid off for 16 weeks, then went back to work or something. But she,
no, she didn't get laid off for 16 weeks. She was just doing an independent contractor,
I
like
see.
babysitting
I
job
see. Okay.
that she was doing. She didn't earn that much money the year before. She only earned like
I see.
$4,000, but she was still eligible for the PUA program.
I see.
And yeah,
Wow.
she's actually making more. It doesn't make sense because she's actually making more on the PUA program than she made when she was working. But
You said you
that's
just
what their rules are, not mine.
right,
And
exactly.
I'm just
And
not
it's sort of
complaining.
different. Every state has a little different thing going on that you have to figure out the state. Now you just got some back too.
Oh, yeah, well, I didn't just get it back.
Oh,
I got it back a couple months ago, but yeah, I got it back as well. Because I didn't apply for myself until July as well.
mhm.
Sorry, I'm just fixing this thing on my screen. I didn't apply for myself till July as well, and I stopped working actually around the beginning of March.
I see.
But I told them middle of March because I wanted to get most of the $600 weeks,
Right.
you know. So I was like, I think that's just better for me to just say
Right.
around the middle of March. Because the other weeks in my state of Delaware are only worth
I
$133
see. Wow.
if there's no boost.
Right.
So yeah, so when I applied and they started giving it to me, of course, but I still had all these weeks from June, May, April that they hadn't paid me. So they gave that all to me in one lump sum.
So after
I
that
yeah.
time, you went back months later to get the unemployment that they owed you from last year or whatever.
No, they didn't owe it for me from last year. They only owed it to me from like the past 3 months from when
Oh,
the
I see.
pandemic started because I got separated from work,
Mhm.
or my work started to decline significantly around March 15th-ish when the pandemic was declared a state of emergency.
I see.
That's when, my business started really going down. So that's when I consider myself separated from work, but I didn't apply. I didn't know that there was a pandemic unemployment assistance until like June or late June, July, I found out. And
Wow.
I did have to call them and like pester them and like, call until I could get somewhere on the phone. But once I did, they were like, okay, they opened up the weeks and I just certified them. And I had like $15,000 in my account the next week. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Cause like, I definitely had really needed it that time because I wasn't working at all for
Right.
like a couple months and I wasn't getting the PUA. And it was just like, wow, this is such a godsend right now. This is amazing that they're doing that, but they're actually still doing that.
Wow.
And if you think about me in July getting like $15,000 to $20,000, somebody today in March applying now, they would get like a whole year's worth.
So if someone watching you now is, boy, is their income went down or they lost their jobs anywhere since March last year till today, and even if they went back to work, it'd be worth applying and seeing what the hell they missed.
Yeah, because even if they missed a couple weeks, they should get paid for those weeks.
I see. Wow.
Yeah. So even if they left,
people out there that this is and see, to me, what's interesting about the PUA, it's not like, they give out the grant money for paying rent, that's a limited amount of money they have to give out. So when that money's gone, there's nobody could apply. The unemployment money, it's not limited. You know what I mean? As long as
Yeah.
if people are eligible, keep coming in the door, they got to give out the money. It's sort of like Social Security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, at least like I don't think it's limited. Like I feel like they actually had extra money. I feel like they always have extra money, like for everything, really. Of
Seems that
all the
way,
things they
doesn't
allocate dollars
it? Go
to.
down the
They
basement, just print some more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, interest
Interesting.
rates are low,
Right, exactly.
best
No, I
time to
mean
do
that
it.
it's the law that there's a law, and I forget the name, whether they have to keep giving it out as long as people show up, or if it's a definitive amount, So the Congress
Well,
decides that.
it is a law that they have to pay people retroactively.
Right, exactly.
I called and it's actually it is on my YouTube channel under like a radio station. I called
Uh-huh.
L&I while they were doing a radio station. And
Okay.
it's funny because the guy was like, someone by the name of Storm, because that was my like name of the week at that time, wants to know about getting back pay. And she's like, the CARES Act is required by law to pay you
Wow.
for every week of work you missed due
Wow.
to the Corona-19 virus.
Wow. That's terrific. No, you're
Yeah.
such a treasure, Michelle. I mean, to share that and to see, because I think people, you're getting better views than I am, and I'm a little disturbed at that, but
Well, I mean, like,
but it is. I mean, you can relate. See, I mean, I don't apply to the program. That's why you have to be careful about listening to somebody who calls himself an expert like me, because having someone to relate to who's on the ground and actually went up and talked to those bureaucrats and what to do. I mean, you're more authentic than anything else that I could ever possibly do. And I just appreciate you wanting to share that expertise and talent and your kindness like that. And it shows so much. And there's nothing better than to be giving. And
yeah, seriously, I'm so happy to. I'm so happy to, because like, it's not my money that I'm giving people, but I'm just happy to like lessen someone's burden. Like, I'm happy to just even encourage someone to just try it. Like sometimes I really will like sit there and spend the extra couple minutes like beating into someone's head how like just apply, like it's worth it, like you deserve it, you are awesome, you're amazing, you deserve it. Like some people just need like a pep talk, and like I'm totally there for that.
We all need help.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why communities are so important, just to help each other. We're all not perfect all the time. We all screw up. We all get screwed up, and at those times we need somebody to just give a little hug and help us get through that day. And that's what you're doing to these people, and I appreciate that so much. And as a member of Let's Go Help, man, you're doing more than I am, and so just
Don't say that, because you sure do a lot. And I wouldn't have a lot of the links and a lot of the things that I found if it wasn't for all of the resources that you've compiled over the years, which is like so many. I was just starting to look at the grant writing, the grant writing, not for like writing grants for writers.
Oh, right,
because,
right.
Yeah, because a Let's Go Help member that I'm talking to is a writer, and also for my aunt, because she's a writer too.
Oh,
so I was looking at those, but I was like, wow, he has a drive for every single thing. And there's all these
I've
grants
been
for
doing
every
it 30, 40 years or whatever it is. And it's exciting, and it's exciting to find people like you. Exciting to find people that like you are using resources that are available in our society to help improve your life. And that's why, to me, you're a perfect person to show everybody else can do it, and to use the resources. So
yes, definitely the resources help just like so much. I mean, they cut down so much time that I would have spent trying to Google finding them. So I really feel like it's definitely a team effort. It's not all me. Well, maybe a little bit, but no, I'm just kidding.
No. Well, you're a delight, Michelle, and thank you so much. And I'll see you in Let's Go Help. And now you're even people, when you have time, you're making it available to help people one-on-one on Let's Go Help, huh?
Yes. I'm right now doing Calendly, but I would like to switch over to maybe doing Mighty calls or maybe even
Uh-huh,
like Discord calls. Maybe if we start a Discord,
uh-huh,
um, or something like that. That way it could all just kind of be in one central
yeah,
location.
yeah,
I feel like it would be better that way. If I was talking to someone and I needed a resource,
right.
I could go and get
Right.
it. It would be readily available. But yeah, for right now, I am doing that. I have a Calendly, which you can share in this video in the description if you want. It's pre-booked for like the next like 5 days.
Wow.
Um, yeah,
Well, let's
yeah,
see how that goes before we promise so much.
yeah, it's crazy the
I
amount.
mean,
Yeah, that's
people
definitely
should
why I brought it
realize
up.
you're not getting paid for this, and it's just out of your kindness you're doing this, and that's why I want people to know that and start praying the hell out of for you, so God knows that you're doing this stuff.
Because I'm not praying for it. So I need all the prayer I can get.
Exactly.
I really do.
Well, thank you, Michelle. Talk to you soon. Have
You are
fun.
so welcome. Of course.
Hey,
Have a good
I,
day.
I,
Bye, guys.
have a good day. What do you work for, Comcast or?
I mean, is it
Oh,
like
I'm
what?
teasing you. You get all these phones with
What?
big things. Well, have I solved all your problems today? Well, have
I
a good.
mean, I just like to say I always wanted
No,
someone to have a good day,
I
I always try to look on the bright side.
absolutely.
Do you see this? Do you see this
Yes. What is that?
this why
Yes.
can't I remember it? Dreamcatcher. Isn't it really cool?
Ah, that is
Yeah, I
wonderful.
got
I
it
love
on
the
sale on
colors. Love
Amazon
the
for like three
colors.
bucks.
$3.
$3, yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's what I
It's so
gotta get.
cool.
I gotta get rid of neon and get that.
I definitely like the neon. I have a neon pink Batman over
Oh, you
here,
do?
so I
Ooh,
definitely do like the neon
Batman.
stuff. That's really cool. Yep.
Okay, see you soon. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Bye.